I'm Mr. Natural, the newbie with the doobie, with too much time on his hands, and I'm getting high and playing video games. I've been playing this one called FURI. It's I don't know exactly what you'd call it. It's kind of a retro game. It's psychedelic. It's kind of cool. I mean, I'm enjoying it. And this is level 1, or the tutorial level. Very, very difficult. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to put it down because you can't beat this level. I ended up beating it on easy, the lowest level there was, but this is my first time to beat it on the normal level. And there's a lot of stuff I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So basically the bars on the up at the top, the blue is your health and the red is his health. And basically and the little squares underneath are like lives or resurrections, I'm assuming. But on the enemy side, all those little squares are rounds, I'm assuming is what they would be. Because every time I clear a bar and he gets the little orange circle underneath him, and I go in there and hit him, well, it goes into another phase. So apparently this first tutorial is 8 rounds with 2 phases to each round. And if you win the round, both phases, you get all your health back. And if you have lost a life or resurrection, you seem to get that back too. And then in the process of this tutorial, you learning different moves, and it basically comes down to a lot of dodging and waiting for your opportunity to strike. Is the biggest thing, and learning what the different types of dodges are. I mean, I'm sure once you get better at this, there's a lot of finesse that you can use in your attacks, like the charged attack. And I've seen something that looks like I can have a charged sword in it, but trying to get a little bit of coordination and finesse to go in with this takes a little bit of time. But I'm enjoying it because it's helping me with reaction speed, reflexes. I don't know exactly what they call it. It's stimulating because it's different. I haven't ever played anything quite like this. And each round is a little bit different too. It seems like you're starting to mix different little things up. So that beam, you have to dodge across it. And that was I had a little bit of trouble with that. And the circle, that yellow circle that shows up, when you go to him, you have to attack him while that's down so that you can go into the second phase. And this is the one that's critical to winning. Because if you win this, you move on to the next round, and all your health comes back.
Your cell and beg me to look you up again.
Now I'm getting down to like 3 rounds, and this move, I don't know what he does. I hate it when I have to do the analog. You have to like wiggle him or press him down. I haven't figured out what the best way to get through that is. And then in this round, he's got this big electrical disc. If you can dodge it and kind of figure out where the hell he's going to be, you can get some good hits in on his gun, and also get in there close. So he mixes it up quite a bit here. And if you're close enough, if you can do your little dodge where you get close enough in there after he does his little switch, it's pretty good. And these sometimes can be like a lifesaver because they need these little health bubbles. Got to get in there. First time I played it, I didn't know what that was, and I ended up doing like the first set of the rounds over and over and over, not thinking he was charging up or something. Didn't get near him or hit him while that was down.
That's it.
I only have like 3 hits left there, so I'm being real cautious so that I can get, restore my health. And dodge is, the blocking. If you notice, when you block, you have that little green burst of energy that actually heals you. So getting a perfect block off is really important. And dodging that thing, if you can get the dodge in there so you can get up close, you can get a little bit of damage on it. How many rounds left? 2 rounds. Yeah, so I gotta say, it seems like the tutorial rounds take a really long time. And I'm sure it's like all the rounds are going to take a long time until you really get to a feel for it, because I've taken a look at the trophies for this, and there's 2 trophies that are based on time. One of them, and they're basically on the developers and the designers, like the 2 main guys that develop the game. And one of them is like in less than 2 hours, and the other one is in less than 3 hours. So I'm sure once I get a good feel for this, I can do a lot faster than that. But of course, here at the end, I'm like getting really nervous because I want to keep as much of my health as possible. Because I've been to the last round a couple of times, and it can tear you up. Because the whole game changes. It's like the whole round is different than anything else. There's new elements that you haven't seen. And here it comes, and I was like really happy to get to this point with 3 life. And as you can see, if you look up over there in the left, I died twice. I got all the way up to the second phase twice. And this is pretty difficult. So basically, I've only done this a few times. There's like the energy you gotta do your little dodge across there. Time that perfect. And then these little red balls, they don't destroy as easily. And there's also another energy bar in there. Now if you're fast enough, you've noticed there's like a space behind them. So if you're good at charging up your like slide dodge, you could probably get past those without taking any damage. I mean, I suck at doing that. So luckily I got in here and I had like 4 hits left. I think every other time when I got in here I had 2 hits left. So I'm trying to be really cautious not to take any damage. Just trying to figure it out. But because he's really putting his not giving me any time to respond or get some damage in. And I've been hit twice. I got 2 more hits left, and I just got lucky enough to be able to time in there. I guess I got a charged hit off of him, but it looks like just to be cautious enough to be able to get in enough damage there at the end to finish the level. And then here you get a nice little epilogue to the first part of here, and I'm gonna pursue this a little bit more. I kind of like it that I can do this over and over, and now once you've beaten a level, it opens up in practice, so you can go in and hone your skills and stuff. I'm not sure how far along I'm going to go on this, but it's been interesting so far. I've only been playing it for a little while. I'm afraid most people are going to stop right away. This video is mostly just to kind of encourage people to give it a try, because it looks like a pretty good game to me, and it was free, PlayStation Plus free game. Has some kind of crazy stuff going on here too, with
the bad news.
Whatever this storyline
Out there
is.
waiting for us. But don't worry, I know them. I can help. Believe me, what's waiting at the end of all this is so worth the trouble. You and me, we're in the same boat now. Now let's get the hell out of here.
If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'm Mr. Natural, a newbie with a doobie with too much time on his hands. Like and subscribe. Bye.